Okay, so I figured we would do this as a sort of, Arle versus Abyss, but I don't like comparing, these new characters and their specific Abyss that's designed for them. Although, I will say, maybe I'm not, fully understanding how insane this is, but if I'm over here and I'm using Kazuha, this is really going to be 15%, which shouldn't be that much overall.
No.
But I mean, it's still a buff, which I wish that we would have no buffs, honestly, because it is legitimately just, oh yeah, hey, go ahead, pull the new character. But so the main point of this video is, do you have a skill issue, or is Arle a squishy character? Now, so here it is. We're gonna run Xingqiu. Now, the reason why you really want to run Xingqiu is because he provides damage reduction. Combine that with Arle's, elemental res, then you're looking really nice. Now, if you don't have Xingqiu, she still can survive, which I'll try and do, but I don't really want to, I don't know. I don't want to bring in Yelan, so we might go for a weird, I'll put Shangling, Kazuha, Bennett on a team, and we'll see how that goes. But we're going to test this out. I'm going to see. Does she die? Because if you look at my past videos, I die a lot. I'll just say that. One thing, when elemental res appears here, I will not pick it. So if I ever cut out one of these cards for whatever reason, I do it all the time, just because I normally try and show it. But yeah, we're going to pick the character effectiveness healing. Maybe not. All right, we'll pick the elemental mastery. It's pure offense. There's no defensive capabilities coming from it. Let's go. We'll grab this. We'll go here. All right. Yep. And we will do this, and we'll get going. So 200,000 there, and dodging here. All right, cool. We're taking damage, but it's not bad, because watch, we'll do this for 2 seconds. Oh, we're full healed, and then we're gonna do that, and then oh yeah, we're gonna come over here. So Arle's full health. Now, is that optimal? No, but did you see how badly? I am lagging today, so that is one issue. But did you see how badly we're winning here? I don't think that stopping to use your burst for 5 seconds is really an issue when you're using Arle, because she just wiped that super fast. So, sure, people will tell you it's not optimal, but who cares? And honestly, I probably could have gotten away with, not using that there and then using it at the start of the next chamber, all right? So, we're gonna, I guess I'll show this. I don't know. Well, I'll see if I show this. Whatever. I don't care. So, this one, I guess, or just, yeah, we'll do this. Attack plus 20%, whatever. Okay. Come here. Yep. Yep. Ow. Xingqiu, you suck. Alright. Okay. So now we get this, which is very fun. Alright. Okay, look at Arle's health. You have to manage your health properly. Okay. Okay. Okay, switching. Alright, see, we barely died, but, they can have a cryo shield. Excuse me, what? I didn't know this. Xingqiu is more... Xingqiu can't heal himself. Alright, we're gonna pop this, then do this. Ow. I'm holding! This should be death. Come on. We're so close. Don't let me die. Okay, there.
For the love of God! For the love of God! Please!
Okay, so I want to do the Vape team again, just because not only did I play so badly there, I was very much so panicking for the Vape team, and I still, I still beat it. I still beat it first try. You'll see later on, this boss gives me a lot of trouble, just because I have I'm terrible at dodging this boss. It's just an issue for me, but, I would say, if it's an issue, then it's a skill issue, right? Just want to mention that, right? I messed this up immediately, so whatever. It doesn't really matter, though, because we will destroy it. We might even do it better this time than we did initially, honestly, because... Oh, did we do 150 to the guy behind him? Yeah, we'll dodge that. We'll dodge that. Thank you. And we'll dodge that. Okay, we didn't dodge that, but we're going to do this. And we can have that. And we can this, and then Yelan can come here, and then we can do this, and then we can do this. Xingqiu doesn't have his E skill up. Still, we don't really. I'm gonna do this just because we want the health at the beginning of, you know, the thing. Did we heal? Is that an issue with her? Yeah, you're joking. So I used my burst there. Okay, well, I guess we can consider that a negative for Arle. I mean, if you want to, but then again, you could just say skill issue and don't do that again. Okay, we're gonna do this now. Okay, guys, yay, we have it. Here we go. I can use my burst. Like, I don't know whether I don't think we should consider that an Arle issue. I think that's just the way. All right, I gotta get better at reading their attack patterns. All right, so are they gonna die here? They are. So now that we've done a proper rotation, you saw, I mean, I had to cut out a lot of that because it was a lot of me just spamming Bennett's E skill. But if we did a proper rotation, they didn't even stand a chance. Okay. Crit rate, crit damage. Let's go. All right. So now we're in a bit of a pickle because we have these guys who I would love to switch. Okay. Dude, I swear if I died there, I was going to not blame that on Arle at all. Like, that was my lag entirely. You got to understand. All right, so she's just gonna do. We need like. Ah, she died. Okay, that one we can blame on Arle, but at the same time, I did kind of switch into her and just sat there and took it. Yeah, this is because her energy isn't up, right? So this is what happens when her energy isn't up. But we can also circumvent that by doing a smarter rotation here. Yeah, this is such a better rotation for Arle. Yep. Okay, I would love to switch. That is a big thing for me, loving to switch. Okay, come on, we can kill him before any serious things happen. Okay. All right, now Arlecchino has their bond of life there. Boom. There we go. All right, we're gonna do this. All right. Xingqiu. Yeah, that one. Sure, you can blame that on her being squishy because she was gonna die. Or you could blame that on her being like every single other character. I mean, to be fair, we have Bennett's ring, so it would have healed her if she was a normal character. Yeah. But I still don't see how, like, if I had used my burst more wisely in, like, the first attempt, we would have been good. We would have been great. But, I mean, she definitely is harder. I will say that. But I don't think that she's worse. Like, I don't think calling her squishy is the right answer. Because, I mean, look at this. I mean, one, she's killing the enemy before it's even an issue, which I do have her on R1, right? Compared to just her C1. But, like, still, she's just constantly... Alright, I have no idea whether this is going to go good or not. I don't know this guy that well.
2 seconds later.
Let's do this some more. Let's do this some more. Alright. We know the proper rotation now. We'll have Bennett come over here, right? And we'll have Xingqiu come over here. Okay. And, yeah, sure, that. Then this. Then this. And then these guys are just dead before they can even attack me. And, once again, dead before they can even attack me. And I'm gonna be honest, once again, she can heal with this. And then, you know... Like, once you know what you're doing, it's easy. I'm sorry to say, but it's easy. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this, and let's just attack. Yeah, there. Oh, wait, I thought that was the end. Oh, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So we have a load of time here now because we just did so much. Yeah, see, now we can do it in 30 seconds just because we got luckier. I'm gonna be honest. That Arlecchino run was insanely lucky. Okay, so now we'll cut it out, and so I probably am not going to show the Nevi bits just because it would be such a long video, right? It's going to be such a long video if I don't show the Nevi bits, or if I show the Nevi bits. So yeah, I'm going to claim all this, and then we're going to go in and we're going to do it without Zhongli, and we're going to see how she fares. All right, now one thing to mention is that I wouldn't have resistance to interruption, which, I mean, it's whatever you want to think. Yeah, so I guess this will be my team, right? So I guess this will be my team, just pure mono pyro. I want someone who's able to deal with this guy easier. Maybe I just won't even do this guy. Yeah, I guess I don't have to since I've already cleared it. I would love to switch when I switch. Alright. Okay. Alright, Shangling. And for the piece of resistance, 150. Dang. Yeah, that's the... Alright, let's pop this just because I want to. Alright. Who cares? Alright, and then we'll do this again just because we can. Yeah, guys. I don't want to say it. Maybe you should subscribe and I will. Maybe. Well, guys, you're gonna get another one. You're gonna get another run there. Are you gonna get me caught? Because I mean, I will admit, it's a pretty lucky run. I was kind of like, that's a pretty lucky run. That was insanely lucky. I barely got hit, but I do kind of want to also go in and maybe do it with a normal character without a shield, like Yoimiya or something. Yoimiya wouldn't work. I don't know Ito, but Ito has a load of defense, so he wouldn't work. I don't know. Who would I use? All right. We do this, all of this. Okay. Yep. And then Shangling, and then we come over here and we just start doing loads and loads of damage. Okay, now we do this. Okay. We pop this again, and then we pop this and this and this. Gonna be honest, like this isn't a bad run either. I'm trying to switch. I can't switch. Gonna be honest, guys. If I die here, everyone's gonna not blame me on her. Ah, stop. Okay, there we go. Simple. All right, let's go once again. This one could be tough. Could be. We'll see.
You can't keep getting away with it!
They have big, slashes, and, it's not exactly nice. All right. Yeah, their shields. Sure. Oh, my God. All right. Well, we're back. Okay. Switch. I pressed 4. It did 3. Cool. Alrighty. Uh-huh. Okay, we're back. Yeah, big issue with this one is that you don't get to see. Oh, all right, we're gonna. Yeah, big issue with this one is that half the time you don't get to see the attacks. Like, it actually, it's so annoying. I hate it. We're just gonna mess around. We should be fine. I mean, 9 minutes. Okay, can you guys die? All right, thank you. Because of her DPS, it allowed us to sort of mess around and preserve her. I'm gonna just say that. Because she's so strong, it allowed me to, like, sit there and be like, okay, I'm gonna, sit here and, not try and speed run this. I'm gonna try and make sure she survives. And the next run in Chamber 3, we are going to go ahead and we're gonna use her E-skill burst and then E-skill immediately again. And it's gonna heal her. It's gonna work completely fantastically. It's gonna work. And that's, it's a part of the game. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, this is kind of, are you going to reset me? Am I going to have to do it? Yeah, you're going to reset me, and I'm going to have to do it again. All right. Maybe we'll get a better run this time. Maybe. I don't know.
Why are you the way that you are?
I did, you do have to make sure that you're looking at that guy who just goes off screen, right? That's very annoying, right? If you're not using a shield character, it's very annoying to have that one idiot go off screen. Because, like, it's just going to be awful. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm lagging, so I didn't get my energy. Thank you. All right. Ow. Okay. Like, I wish I wasn't lagging all the time so I could actually properly, like, test this. Because I don't know exactly, like, to what extent am I pressed. Okay, I didn't even know that I switched. Like, I can't trust the fact that we're gonna retry this. I can't trust the fact that I've switched my character. Like, I actually can't, because I just hear that beep and I'm like, oh, I didn't switch. Because constantly, I hate it so much. All right, we're gonna retry it. Just set the same thing, right? Cool. Does it feel like they're going slower this time? Yeah. See, like, look, this is so much smoother than last time. And we have Shangling's burst. All right. Yeah, this is okay. Well, then, all right, that's not fun. Yeah, we already start on low HP with Arle, so it's hard to, yeah, it's hard to make that back up. Yeah, like if I don't like Maybe I should start off. Do I have Arley's burst when we start off here? Maybe that's what I should do. I should start off with the. Hold on. Let me see. If I have Arley's burst as soon as we start here, then maybe. But I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. So we'll just do this. And then do this. Yeah. So now I won't be restricted to... Oh, I'm trying to press charge attack. What the... Okay. I tried to press charge attack and it wasn't letting me. I gotta get better at reading these guys' attack patterns. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Ow. I gotta get better. So, like, this clearly, at this point, we could say that it's clearly, like, she's taking damage. I can't exactly blame it. I feel like a lot of this can be avoided, but at the same time, would another character suffer like this? I feel like, yeah. Like, if you've seen me fight this boss, I feel like, yeah. Because I think I do the same exact thing on Risley. Like, are we really gonna... No, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like this isn't as bad as it looks. I don't know. This boss is always tough for me because I just hate the way that they go off screen. Alright, so we're gonna have Guoba. Ow. Okay, so we immediately got hit by something completely... Alright, sick. Alright, we're gonna do this again. Alright, I want my orbs. Thank you, Genshin. I love lagging, but give me my orbs. I'm trying to switch. I pressed 4. It didn't give me literally any indicator. And that was Kazuha. Like, okay. How's Kazuha looking, guys? Is he squishy? You think he's the squishy man? Is Kazuha the squishy man? I forgot to heal here, so let's just hope that I'm able to dodge. Right? Because you're not perfect. You're not going to be able to dodge all the time. I get it. Okay, well, that's not good. Okay, well, I am doing poorly at dodging this. Alright, so there we go. I would say that one's on me. It is very... Okay, Kazuha nearly died there, you know. Okay. I forgot to do the Bono life, huh? That sucks. That one I probably... This boss is hard. I'm gonna be honest, this boss is just hard.
Oh no, this can't be.
I don't like this boss. And okay, not only would you be able to tell by my passwords, you could tell by the way I speak about this boss in the Discord whenever it's in Spiral Abyss. I hate it. Every single time. I hate it. Like, I am the #1 hater of this boss, but I still, like, I don't know, man, because, like, we saw the previous run, like, I didn't have any issues, but this is the boss that I hate that, you know, really, really hurts me, and because I can't properly do a rotation here, it really is affecting me. I gotta dodge at the right moment. All right, I don't know if I did or not, but I mean, all right, see, look, once I actually finish out, like, and learn the attack patterns, it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. Okay, well, all right, we're so close. Come on. Okay, thank you. Ugh. Like, I don't know if I want to blame that on, you know, Arle being squishy, or I suck at that boss, because, like, it is true. I suck at that boss. I hate it every single time. I go in there with Zhongli and Nevi, and I still hate that boss sometimes, because I'll forget Zhongli's shield, because this boss is, it's just such an annoying boss to fight. Like, the constant, it's like they never stop attacking, and it's so awful. All right, we're gonna do the same thing here. This. Yep, Bennett can do that, and then I press 3. Okay, I really hate my lag sometimes, but I don't even think I was lagging there. I think that might just be my keyboard. Maybe it's the combination, that's why it's so bad. Okay, so now we have this, so let's see how well this goes. Okay, and we are here. Okay, we're gonna reset our rotation. They are definitely appealing to the circle impact. Let me switch. Okay, we'll just do this. Sure. They are definitely appealing to the circle impact players. Oh yeah, guys, look. Maybe he did kind of sit there for like half the fight, but guys, I like a lot of the times she was. We're not doing this. Get me out of there. A lot of the times, those last enemies, I will admit, they did kind of just sit there. Like, that last guy, he was like 20% health, and he had just sat there. Like, the big old crane guy, yeah, he just sat there. But then again, do we consider that a part of... Is Arle so strong that she's defensive? Is the best defense a good offense? Is that where we're at? Is that, you know... I don't know. Okay, so I want to go over a couple of these deaths. So, first one, let's go over this one. So, I get her burst, but I will say, it does happen a little bit. This is the only death I think I could possibly say, sure, it was her fault. But then again, I do, like, I get hit a lot, which I definitely can avoid a lot. I don't think I, like, dodge a single hit, do I? Wait, let's watch this entire clip. Do I dodge a single hit? I dodged that one. I dodged that one. And then I just get slammed by like 3 hits at once. Yeah, definitely. And then one singular hit, and then now it's time to pop the burst, but the burst isn't active, but it was just active. So I could have, you know, done this. And also, once I had my burst, I should have been able to easily swap out, yeah, run away a little bit, and then use my burst, or use my E skill, use my burst almost immediately, and I should have been fine. Yeah, definitely this death was very avoidable, but I can see why, you know, like I maybe can call this like a, you know, that kind of is Arlecchino's fault. But then again, out of all the runs I did on this, like most of them were quits. I honestly thought I died more. I thought I died more than twice. Like, and then Kazuha run, we're not going to count him. I mean, there's no point, right? Okay, and then here we have the second death, which resulted in this, which honestly, I have to just blame it on, actually, let me find it, this. So we can see, I started the rotation, I did not heal, so I don't heal Arlecchino, right? We have this whole rotation, and we're doing it, and we're going at it. I'm like, alright, we're just gonna try and kill, and then we get hit, and then it's basically like, oh, well, I can't do anything then, alright, so I have to, you know, lose Bond of Life, so we lose damage by doing this. Then we get hit again, because I still am not dodging, and then, you know, I cut, and we come over here, and now we're once again low health. But don't worry, we'll do another heal, and like, you know, like, I mean, I'm doing a lot, and it's just, you know, keep getting hit. Like, it's constantly, I cannot dodge this boss, and I keep getting hit. And then, you know, Shangling almost gets hit because, well, other than iframes, and then she gets hit again, right? I just sort of skim past that. But I don't have, like, let's look, how many, yeah, bro, I must have turned my camera angle at the worst time. Bro, it came so fast.
That's what she said.
What the heck? So, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I had 16 frames to react to that. I had 16 frames to react to that. So we get hit, right? And, alright, so that's a bad issue. Alright. Okay, so that's bad. But don't worry, we're still fine. We're still alive. And then the lady comes in and they do this weird spin move, which I didn't notice he was doing. Had I noticed, I would have dodged, but I didn't dodge, and we die. Now, that one, I gotta be honest, due to the amount of times I got hit, I gotta say it's a skill issue. Like, I could have dodged that a lot easier. I could have dodged this, but I was just like, it's probably because he was so low health. I was so like, just let me kill him, let me kill him, let me kill him. Like, I was trying to just end it, right? I get to that point where, like, that. But there is another death that results from this. Yeah, I just walk into the ice of this guy. And yeah, she's dead. You can't really see it. You have like a couple frames. Yeah, I didn't realize how short this was. You don't really see it because Bennett is the one I immediately switch into. I switch realizing I'm about to walk into the ice, but it just doesn't happen. Cause yeah, so then Arlecchino takes the hit, which ends us, and yeah, we're basically done for after that. So yeah, overall, all 3 deaths could have been very preventable, and honestly, I feel like any other character would have taken the same amount of deaths. Yeah, I did reset during this boss fight, But I feel like that wasn't even because of, like, that's just because, you know, bad rotations, bad energy, right? Like, I start this boss fight not really on the best foot, right? I have, you know, only Arlecchino's burst up, and that's it. I have only her burst up, and I'm basically, like, praying that I get good. Right, so I'm gonna let past me take over the video again. I adapted, and I learned how to actually play during that chamber. Like, this is the first time I'm playing this Spiral Abyss, by the way. I will say. That's the first time. I didn't know what enemies were coming up. I didn't know how to prepare for the enemies, right? I wasn't here, like, you know, studying the enemies beforehand. You know, I did see, like, them in frames, but I mean, that doesn't do anything. I just look at them and I'm like, oh, that's a whole bunch of small enemies. Oh, that's big enemy. That's, you know, boss enemy, right? So I get why people say Arle is squishy, because if you don't monitor your health and you don't want to use your burst because you've heard 100 times that it's a DPS loss, then yeah, I get why. But, like, use your burst.
It's a little thunder when even
Use your burst. She does enough damage to make up for, you know, the small bit of a DPS loss that you get, right? I was able to stay alive, you know. She did have some close encounters, which I still don't think... Squishy, I feel like, is the term where you just, like, you're going to die without a shielder. I feel like that's it. Like, if we're going to talk about, you know, Squishy, it's like characters that literally die like Sinyun. Sinyun with 600 defense, 16,000 health. Not Arle with 900 defense, 19,000 health, and a base 15%, you know, damage reduction. I don't know if this is exactly damage reduction, but also I only have 115 energy recharge. It's not that hard to get, right? It wasn't like I had like huge energy recharge burst build so I could heal all the time. And even if I did, that damage that I was doing was impressive. Definitely, you know, I'm realizing that, you know, the res decrease actually really matters. Once you use Bennett, shut up. I switched to you for 3 seconds. Shut up. I don't want to hear you right now. But once you switch to Bennett, you also get extra attack, which takes her damage reduction, res, whatever you want to call it, to 20%, right? And then let me go over here and let's compare it with Xingqiu. And Xingqiu gives you 29% baseline. So 28%, but you can get it to 29%. Yeah. Maximum is 20. I probably should level this up to 10 then. But maximum of 29%, right? But actually at the same time, it's this 20% of Xingqiu's Hydra damage bonus will be converted to additional damage reduction for the Rain Sword. So it does say ratio, which makes it seem like it's attached to this, because otherwise it should just say damage reduction. I don't. Hoyo with their early characters really, like, if we go over here, we can see that Jean doesn't have a burst duration. Jean's burst duration is non-existent. Like, it exists, but it's just not typed out. Like, their early characters need some, like, rewording of their passives and stuff, because it really is like a, you know, they definitely need to reword their passives, because it's really confusing with this. But as you can see, increased character's resistance to interruption. That's one thing. I do have resistance to interruption with my C1. That's something, but I feel like, honestly, it's not that huge, right? Like, I feel like the amount of times that I got hit, yeah, sure, I would have been staggered. But then you just dodge, you know, like you sprint, and then you just keep attacking. Especially in the mono pyro team that I sent. Like, I could get it in the, you know, Hydra team, which I was still dodging in. But I can get it in the Hydra team. Because the Hydra team, you want to vape on certain hits, right? I can get why you don't want to dodge there, right? But, you know, I definitely feel like this damage reduction, or this interruption resistance, it's not as huge as it would seem. Because, like again, you can just heal yourself with your burst 90% of the time, right? And then you can just come over here. Like, does it have extra healing? No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it just maxes out, and you only get damage out of it. If you don't want to use Arle with a shield, you don't have to. It's not, like... And I was... Like, other than the boss, I was on field 99% of the time with Arle, I feel like. As much as she could be on field, right? The boss, I had to sort of work around it and be like, oh, yeah, I'm exiting early because she's, you know, low health, right? We'll come back in and we'll, you know, use Q. Right? And that's just what you have to do in order to play the character. Like, she's not squishy to the point where she dies. Because if you die, you end your run. You can't go anymore. You have to restart. Whereas she doesn't die that often. She really doesn't. It's just purely like, you know, I had skill issue, honestly. I'll say it. I had skill issue against that dumb boss. I hated it. I hate that boss every single time it's in there. Like, I went against it with Risley, which I believe it has like 60% cryo res. Like, I don't study these bosses like some people. I'm just an average player. Like, I didn't know that other guy was gonna have a cryo shield. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have brought Nevi, because that time I basically had to just get lucky and hope that, or maybe I would have brought out an electro character along with Nevi, right, instead of Kazuha, and I would have just, I don't know, I would have done something. But yeah, this resistance to interruption, it's not as huge. It's not like, okay, it's not like Nevi, right? Nevi's resistance to interruption is so huge because you're limited on the amount of charge attacks you can possibly do. So if you get hit out of a charge attack, that decreases your DPS by a load. You're destroyed, right? I think people probably have seen Nevi and have been like, oh yeah, if you don't have a shield or you don't have his resistance to interruption, you lose so much DPS, and they just think of that for Arle, right? They think of that about her. But it's not that huge. It is a thing, right? You definitely do not want to get staggered all the time. But then again, I compare every single character at their best, either C0R1 or C1R0, and well, she would have C1 over her, you know, C0, or over her R1, not her C0. Of course she would have. Technically, yeah, that is true, but whatever. Yeah, definitely. I did use her weapon in this, but it doesn't really matter. Like, her weapon isn't that insane, and also depending it's pretty good. Her weapon's pretty good, but I have Homa, right? I could have just swapped my artifacts a little bit around, gotten higher crit rate, right? It would have been better, right? It wouldn't have been as bad, right? So a lot of people, and then a lot of people just have battle pass weapons, which are pretty close to this, at least. Not pretty close, but it's good enough to the point where it shouldn't matter that I used her weapon, right? So yeah, I've been recording for 40 minutes now. Definitely a longer video. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video because a lot of people are like saying she dies way too frequently, which she doesn't. And a lot of people are asking, is she squishy? Like, you know, I've had multiple people like be like, oh, is she squishy? I wouldn't say squishy, right? She definitely, like, you have to play around her weakness of not being able to heal, but her weakness of not being able to heal is just simply use her burst, which is not that bad, right? In some instances, if you don't have her burst up, right, and if you suck at dodging, like, that's one thing. If you don't dodge with certain characters, you're just dead. You don't get a second chance to revive. That's what I was getting on with, like, your runs ended if you die, right? You don't get a second chance with some of these characters. Some of these characters get one shot and it's just over. It's over. And Sinnoh is one of those characters that you want that resistance to interruption again, because Sinnoh getting hit out of his combo can lead you to not get his E skill, you know, procced, which will, you know, increase his duration, right? That is one thing about Sinnoh, is that, you know, like, he definitely, yeah, it's not the same as, like, other people, right? She's not nearly a squishy character. She takes damage, but she survives, which is, yeah, she's not dying left and right. She's not. Right? That one chamber on the one team, one specific team, right? Given Xingqiu on that chamber, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I can't call this character squishy. I can't, when she's able to survive, right? That's the thing. She's not just, oh, hey, you got hit once, right? Okay, when I was using my Raiden, right, against the Hydro Tulpa, she got one shot so many times. I don't know whether the Hydro Tulpa just has so high attack that that's just going to be a regular thing for every single character, but she got one shot so many times. It was literally just a game of let me dodge every single attack that he throws at me or I die, right? I have no idea whether Arlecchino would die from that, but I would say she has a better chance at survival, considering she has the 15%, you know, anima res, right? And Denjo res, and like all of this stuff, all of the reses, and then she can have Xingqiu, right? And I mean, you probably wouldn't want to bring, unless, well, I mean, Spiral Abyss is 3 chambers. Maybe Xingqiu is helpful in the other 2 chambers, right? What does Raiden have, guys? What does Raiden have in terms of she has the 922 defense and 19,000 health, which, you know, Why am I having so much trouble saying her name? Arlecchino is, and Arlecchino just has higher health and higher defense, and you know the reses, and like, she's better. She is just better. I'm sorry, but she's just better. Like she's just. I just can't call this character like bad. Maybe what people are doing is they're having their white tassel, right? They're having their white tassel, and they're looking at her thing, and they're saying, oh well, you have to, I guess, exit maybe. Give it a minute. And they're looking, and it's 9.5%, right? And it's half of what you can have, which definitely makes a difference. Maybe that's what people are doing. They have their, you know, white tassel, which, I mean, Dragon's Bane is just better. Maybe if you're at C0, then sure, I can get why you're using white tassel and you don't have a single dragon battle pass weapon or a single better 5-star weapon, right? I could get that. But I compare characters at C1 or CR1, right? Because if you like a character, you should invest in them at least, you know, that much, right? I feel like unless there's a character that's like just already really powerful like that, like maybe Zhao, right? Zhao's a good character like that. But then again, I mean, I guess he does have the power though. Yeah, he is pretty powerful, but I have him on Staff of Homa. It's just the way that I see things. If you like a character, I think people are willing to invest in them a little more than the average character, right? I mean, you can look at my account, right? Like, I have a C3 Risley. I love him, right? I have a C3 Ito. or C2 Ito. I used to love him. Yeah, and then we broke up because the idiot didn't get a buff for 2 years and still has yet to get a buff. A proper buff. I'm sorry, Chiori mains, but she doesn't count. And then, yeah, you have C3 Raiden. Cool. And I think that's it for Constellations on 5 stars. Yeah. Oh, no, we have Kazuha C2 because I liked him because he was so broken. Yeah, simple. You can look at it on my account. I do the same exact thing. So, everybody does the same exact thing as me is what I'm trying to say. I am the trendsetter. But no, it is an actual thing. Like, if people like a character enough, they will go ahead and invest more into them so they can make that character really, really strong. It's just, I've seen people. So, like, I'm going to get this character's, you know, C1. Like, people who save for... I don't remember how many stones Geo had or how many primos Geo had, but he saved up a shocking amount to me, and he was like, I'm getting C1 Hutao, and I'm like, I think it might have been like 70,000. I can't remember. Maybe it was lower than that. Probably lower than that. But like, he had a load of primos, and it was for C1 Hutao. He didn't even have Hutao. He didn't even have her, and he was just like, yeah, I want that. So yeah, I would like to just say, like, she's not squishy. Her interruption resistance, it's an issue for C0, but that's C0. The moral of the story is you have a skill issue. Now subscribe to my channel.